Students, so this is a chapter that we will be doing, which is Keeping Quiet. This is a poem which is written by Pablo Neruda. It is the pen name of Neftali Ricardo Reis Bosalto. He was born in the town of Parral in Chile. Neruda's poems are full of easily understood images which makes them no less beautiful. He won the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1971. In this poem, Neruda talks about the necessity of quiet introspection and creating a feeling of mutual understanding among human beings. So the poem goes in this form. Now we will count to 12 and we will all keep still. So the poet is telling that we will count till 12, 1 to 12, and then we all will keep still. We will not move. Okay. For once on the face of the earth, let's not speak in any language. Let's stop for a second and not move our arms so much. So the poet is telling us, for once, just for a moment, okay, on the face of the earth, let's not speak any language. Let us not speak. Okay, and let us stop for 1 second and not move our hands so much. So be still, as if somebody has told you a statue. So be still. It would be an exotic moment. It would be a wonderful moment. Okay, without rush, without engines. So without rushes, there is no crowd. Without engines means there is no sound. We would all be together in a sudden strangeness. So we will all be together in some strange situation. Fishermen in the cold sea would not harm whales. So the fisherman who is going for fishing in the cold sea will not go ahead and harm any whales. They will not harm any creatures. Nobody will harm any creature. And man gathering salt would look at his hurt hands. So the person who gathers salt from seawater will stop for some moment and see what his hard work has done to his hands. How his hands has got burnt or hurt. Those who prepare green wars with gas, wars with fire, victory with no survivors, would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers in the shade doing nothing. So those who are preparing themselves for the green wars. What are green wars? Green wars are the wars that is against environment. Wars with gas. So we have pollutions that have come across. Wars with fires. So fires burning everywhere. Okay, so that is there. Victory with no survivors. So after wars there is a victory, but there is no survivor. So you are alone the survivor and you are alone the victory. Would put on clean clothes and walk about with their brothers. So now everyone will put on clean clothes and will walk with their brothers silently, sharing themselves and doing nothing. So they will walk with their brothers and have some peace together, will have an understanding with each other. What I meant and what I want should not be confused with total inactivity. So what I am looking for, the poet is telling, do not think it is inactivity. I am telling you to, stay away from doing anything or take rest or sleep or something like this. So it is, do not confuse it with inactivity. Life is what it is about. So life is a story of going on. It is a matter that how you keep on going. I want no truck with death. So he's telling he doesn't want to have any truck with death. What is truck with death? Or have no truck with death is nothing but to refuse to tolerate something. So he is not telling that you should not refuse to tolerate, or there are some adverse situations which you need to tolerate. if we were not so single minded and keeping our lives going, so if we had not been very constantly thinking and we were not focused, we were not so very much focused about keeping our lives moving, just to keep on moving our life day after day, day after day, hard work, rush, everything, for once could do nothing. So the poet is telling, just stay for once and do nothing. Perhaps a huge silence might interrupt the sadness of never understanding ourselves. So maybe this huge silence would come up and make you understand the reason behind the sadness of that. The sadness is that you have never understood yourself, and threatening ourselves with death and the fear of death, which is always inside us. So we have not dealt our life as it should. We have not enjoyed our life, but we let the life go on. We let the life move, or force the life to move in a particular manner. Perhaps the earth can teach us, as when everything seems dead and later proves to be alive. So the earth can easily teach us that how everything is not so lively. It is just like as if it is a dead, and later on it will be so live. It will be so alive. It is proving that no, everyone is alive. Now I'll count up to 12 and you keep quiet and I will go. So now the poet is telling that he'll count up to 12. Everyone needs to keep silence and he will go. So this complete poem is all about the importance of silence, understanding yourself, having a brotherhood between everyone. So that is all about the poem. The poet has beautifully written this poem to give the importance of silence, and also have stated not to confuse it with inactivity. Silence is sometime when you are free from every thoughts. Okay, so thank you.